Hey, hi friends, how are you? I welcome you all to another very interesting session that we have got for you. Okay, so I really hope that you all are very excited, okay, and you are looking forward to actually understand each and every part that we are going to talk about, and you are very serious about placements, okay, because we understand, guys, that since the day we have entered our B.Tech, the only thing that we have kept in mind is how to crack the best possible placement, okay, how to get the best possible job or how to start the business of our own, okay. And very few are also there who are interested into getting ahead in the in the field of research, right? So today I'm going to talk about the placement part, and specifically after gate 2026, okay, like how and what to plan if you want to secure one of the best placements after a gate 2026. Okay, what is the score versus interview thing? Okay, what is the actual reality? Because we have lots of perception in mind, but we actually don't know what is right, what is a myth. Okay, so today here I am, Aditya Jain. Okay, I'm going to talk about lots of important points and realities in front of you, and I'm going to share my own experience with you. Okay, so are you really ready and excited for it, guys? Can I have a quick yes or no? Okay, so I myself have secured All India rank 60 in GATE Computer Science 2019. Okay, and I have cracked the best placement from my B.Tech college, which was Amazon. Okay, I was as an SD, I got selected as an SD at Amazon Bangalore. Okay, so I secured the best placement from my college actually, and I also got the best rank in the entire city. Okay, so I got All India rank 60. So I know that how difficult it is to manage both the things. Okay, and if you don't have a proper plan, okay, then it's really extremely double tough to manage both the things. Okay, so here I am, which I'm going to talk about both the aspects. Okay, and I'm also maintained a CGPA of 9.06. Okay, along with my B.Tech, along with my placements, along with my gate preparation. So I'm going to share all those details with you. Okay, so let's get started, my dear dosto. So first of all, IITs like IIT Bombay, IIT Madras, IIT Kanpur, and IIT Kharagpur. Okay, so for M.Tech, MS admissions from IITs, okay, from NITs and from triple ITs. Okay, let's try to dive deep into it. Okay, so the gate score is often used as a shortlisting filter. Okay, do you also agree that if gate exam is already checking your aptitude, it is already checking your core knowledge? Talking about computer science students, it is already checking your data structures, your programming, your algorithms knowledge. Okay, companies use it as a very good filter. Okay, and I'll share my own experience with you as well. Okay, so companies look at the gate score as a very good filter to decide which candidates are a good fit and which are not. Okay, because obviously your gate rank is a reflection of your knowledge, it's a reflection of your aptitude, it's a reflection of your problem solving skills. It is not just a random piece of rank. Okay, I'm not talking about your CGPA you can get after memorizing, after being lucky. Okay, but gate rank you cannot get just without knowledge. Okay, so once you are shortlisted, your interview plus test performance can overweigh your score. Okay, many students with lower scores but strong concepts research alignment assignment get selected over higher scorers who perform poorly in the interview, and I personally agree on this. Okay, so I'll tell you my experience. So when I secured All India rank 60, okay, in gate, still ISC Bangalore conducted the test and interview for the AI field. Okay, CSA was a direct admission, but in order to get into the field of AI at ISC Bangalore, we had to still appear for a written test and then for the interview. Okay, even the All India rank 2, All India rank 3, irrespective of the rank, the test and the interview were mandatory. Okay, so what happened is I also appeared for the test and I also cleared the test. Okay, I also cleared the written test. Then I was selected for the interview and I also cleared the interview, and then I was offered the AI branch at ISC Bangalore during my days. Okay, Now the beauty here is that my all India rank was 60 and there was another student whose rank was more than 300. It was around 300 to 400 and even he got selected for the same. So what I'm trying to tell you is the same point, that the knowledge difference between all India rank 100 and all India rank 500 might not be huge. Okay, so that's why the beauty here is that even if you have not a under 100 rank, still you can get into the best college if they are conducting a test and an interview. Are you getting my point? How many of you are actually getting what I'm saying? Okay, the conclusion here is that if test score was the only parameter, they wouldn't have conducted the written test, they wouldn't have conducted the interview, they would have directly relied on the GATE score. But they want certain more inputs for certain branches. Okay, like at IIT Bombay, there is no such test or there is no such interview. They believe that if you are a GATE ranker, you already have the knowledge, you come into a college. Okay, I have done my masters from IIT Bombay. Okay, IIT Bombay was like a dream. Okay, was like a childhood dream. I did my 2 years masters program because my all Indian rank was 60. I got the 2 years M.Tech program, not a 3-year M.Tech program, which was 1 year extra. Okay, so I did my 2 years M.Tech from IIT Bombay, and there was no such interview, there was no such test. It was a direct admission because their philosophy is that if you are done with GATE, you are a good fit. But IC Bangalore is a bit research oriented and there are multiple colleges, so they conduct their own test and interview separately for the selective candidates. So the point here is that if they are conducting a test and an interview, then your GATE score is just important to get filtered in for the test and the interview. So all India rank 1 से लेकर all India rank 500 तक, everyone has good equal opportunities. So it's a good thing if you want to get into good colleges and if you don't have a under 100 rank. But here I said that GATE score is often used as a shortlisting filter. Okay, so here I am not saying at all that the GATE score is not important. Are you getting my point? I'm not at all saying that the GATE score is not important. It is the most important parameter. Somewhere it's 100%, somewhere it's 70% important, but it is still very, very important. Okay, so GATE score matters to enter the room. After that, interview performance dominates. Okay, for the colleges where interviews are conducted. Okay, specifically for the colleges where interviews are conducted. Now someone is asking, sir, the question is whether the GATE score matter in college placements. Will the companies consider it? Okay. Good question. First of all, I have been a student and I have taken the interviews. I have been on both the sides of the table. Unfortunately, when I was a student, I got, like, my placements were done way before GATE score. Okay, so I never got the benefit of the GATE score in placement. Are you understanding? Like, my placement happened before the GATE exam. Okay, I got selected at Amazon before the GATE exam results were announced. Okay, so I don't have the experience of taking the advantage of my rank in placements, but I have been on the side, I have been on the other side where I am hiring students, right? So obviously, when I hire someone and they are having a very good GATE score, okay, suppose you are all India rank 10, don't you really agree that I will have a certain kind of mindset when I am interviewing you? I will have a certain kind of bias. Okay, so I will give you benefit of doubt. Understanding my point? Have you seen cricket? In cricket, there is a term benefit of doubt. Have you heard of that? Benefit of doubt? Benefit of doubt is like 55-45. If something is 55%, something is 45%, you go ahead with the 55%. Benefit of doubt. Okay? So if you have certain bias towards something, then if you are in a doubtful situation, you will prefer that. Okay, so if I am not convinced 100% that I should hire you, and also I'm not fully convinced about rejecting you, then because of your GATE rank, I will still hire. I will still have that conviction. Okay, he might not be performing today, but he is a all India rank 10 person. So definitely he has some knowledge. He or she has some knowledge. So how many of you understood the point I'm trying to explain? Are you getting what importance rank carries? Okay? If your rank was 30,000 and if you were the same candidate, if you would have given the same answer and then I was not convinced about hiring you or rejecting you, then my bias would be towards, okay, let's wait for some better candidate. Okay, let's hold this candidate. The same answer, the same response, the same placement, but your gate rank is deciding whether I should hire you or I should hold you for some time. I should wait before hiring you for some time. Did you get my point? This is the most realistic example I can give you because I have seen this happening and it is not wrong. It is not at all wrong. Okay, it's very fair that the ones who have scored higher marks in an entrance exam like GATE are obviously more prioritized. Okay, I'll give you another example. So at IIT Bombay, I have observed a pattern. Okay, this is a personal observation. You will not find it anywhere. That whenever Google visits, they prefer all India rank under 5 people. Okay, this is my personal observation. Even I have appeared for Google interview. Even I was selected for the even I cleared the coding test of Google at IIT Bombay. Even I was selected for the interview at IIT Bombay for Google. Okay, in fact, Google was my very first interview at IIT Bombay. Okay, the very first interview I sat for was Google. Okay, I still remember it was 1st December 2020, 1st December 2020, and it was morning 7 a.m. when my interview was there at Google, with Google, I should say. Okay, it went pretty good actually, but obviously the other candidates were better. Okay, they had the better skills that were required by Google. Okay, because I was slightly towards machine learning data science. My career was slightly towards machine learning data science, and they were hiring for software developer. So they hired the best coders from our batch. They are very good friends of mine, and both are really solid people. Both are really amazing coders and amazing bright mind students, and their rank was all India rank 2 and all India rank 3. Okay, so both of them were selected at Google. 1 year before that, all India rank 1 was selected for Google. Okay, so I observed this pattern that obviously Google values a lot to your gate rank, because when at IIT Bombay almost everyone is under 100 rank, still your first rank, second rank, third rank matters. Did you get my point? Again, this is just a personal observation. Okay, it might be true, it might be false. So the point is, I also get inclined towards those candidates who have done really exceptionally well in certain area, either be it academics, either be it coding. Have you heard of ICPC? It's one of the biggest and I would say biggest challenge for coders. ACM ICPC. How many of you have heard of it? Okay, after this, go and just Google it. Okay, if you have represented your college at at ACM ICPC, I would definitely prefer you over someone who has a gate rank. Okay, if I am looking for a good coder, I would prefer someone who has a great gate rank. I would prefer someone who has a very good ICPC ranking rather than a gate ranker. Okay, because my purpose is to select a great coder. My purpose is not to select someone who has coding knowledge as well as theoretical knowledge as well as research knowledge. No, I want a person who just codes. I don't want him to have knowledge of OS. I don't want him to have knowledge about computer networks. I don't care if they understand TOC. Okay, so depending on your requirements, okay, depending on your expectations, okay, the the person who is here to hire you will also have certain expectations. Okay, so is the point clear? because you asked a very valid doubt. Okay, sir, whether this helps in placement or not. So I gave you various scenarios about how it helps. Okay, in short, a great rank will always add a lot of value. This is a rule. Okay, if you are exceptionally great at something, it will always add value to the other thing. Okay, if you are a great cricketer, it will add a lot of value when you come for interview. Okay, because being great in something requires lots of skills which are universal. Being a good cricketer requires lots of patience, requires lots of hard work, requires lots of discipline, requires lots of presence of mind, requires a lot of, I would say, self-confidence. And do you agree all these 5 qualities are common across many fields? Even if I am looking for a great coder, I will look for these 5 skills. Are you getting my point? You should be hardworking, you should be disciplined, you should be self-confident, right? So being great at one thing obviously requires those set of skills which will help you elsewhere. So this is how the world works, guys. Okay, so that's why, in short, try to have the best possible GATE rank. Okay, and you will have a very smooth journey in placements as well. Okay, going ahead, about PSUs. Okay, so first of all, how many year do we have who are targeting to get into IITs? Like, whose target is to just get into IITs after GATE? How many do we have? How many such people do we have? Okay, we have lots of people. Okay, okay. So this, whatever I shared here, okay, whatever I shared here is for you. Okay. Now this is for the ones who are targeting PSUs. Kindly have a look. This is for the ones who are targeting for PSUs. Okay. So PSUs are great for the ones who are looking for a good work-life balance. And I don't mean that you should take it in a negative way, because there's a lot of I would say hustle culture there. Okay, they think that the ones who are settling for work-life balance are not good people. Okay, they are very narrow-minded. Okay, so everyone has their own priorities in life. Okay, so if you are someone who values work-life balance more than hustling, okay, who values work-life balance more than just growing in their career, okay, so PSUs are the best choice for you. Okay, so 85% weightage to GATE score and only around 15% to interview or GD. Again, can you see the percentage? 85%. 85% weightage is to your GATE score. Okay, so only if you are all India rank 10 and if you are all India rank 15, or if you are all India rank 60 and all India rank 80, so only these two people will have a difference. If you are all India rank 100 or if you are all India rank 200, only these people will have a difference in interview. It will not happen that if you are all India rank 100 and someone is all India rank 50,000, then it's not comparable. Then obviously the one with the gate score will be preferred. Are you understanding? So interviews act as a tiebreaker. Are you getting my point? Okay, Charlie. Awesome. So for PSUs, okay, that means if your score is high, you are already strongly favored. The interview is usually HR plus technical basis, used to confirm your personality, communication, and subject knowledge. Okay, I already told you that you are already strongly favored. They will have a certain kind of bias. This person is better. Okay, they will prefer you. Okay, the interview is usually HR plus technical basics, used to confirm your personality, communication, and subject knowledge. Okay, HR plus technical. Up now technical they have already tested. Okay, your gate rank is a reflection of your technical skills. Okay, okay, and your HR part, which is your communication skills, your personality. Okay, because PSU, you know, it's a workplace where you are working with team members. Okay, so just having a good knowledge is not sufficient. You need to have proper communication skills, you need to have proper team working skills, you need to have a proper presence of mind, you need certain ethics to be followed. Okay, so all these qualities will be checked, and then the final decision would be made. Okay, so the way I am communicating with you, suppose I was not speaking properly, suppose I was like, "Arey sir, I don't know, ah ooh," like that. Okay, I'm not able to speak properly. Would you have got benefited from this session if I was speaking in Hindi? Okay, like मैं अगर हिंदी में बात कर रहा होता and you guys only know English, ठीक है, आपको सिर्फ इंग्लिश पता है, तो आपको कुछ नहीं समझेगा जो मैं बोल रहा हूँ, like now. Okay, because this is an English channel, right? So are you understanding that why communication skills matter? Because no matter how good you work, but if you are not able to contribute with the team, if the team members are unable to understand your point of view, then you are of not any help to the organization. Okay, sir, coding practice takes a lot of time, and now I am focusing on gate, but after writing gate I shall focus on programming. What I am confused is how much preparation I must dedicate to competitive programming. Okay, see, I can relate to this question. In fact, I was in the exact same situation during my gate preparation. And the answer to this is that coding is not a one-day thing. Okay, obviously it takes 1 year, 2 year minimum to be skilled at coding. Okay, so coding is not like you will sit for 5 days and you will get everything done. It's more like going to the gym. Okay, let's say I give you two scenarios. If you go to the gym 10 hours a day for 3 days, okay, if you go to the gym 10 hours a day for the 3 days of the month, and in second scenario you go to gym every day but for 1 hour, in both the scenarios you are covering 30 hours of gym in a month, right? But who will have better physique? Which person will have better physique after 6 months? Come on, tell me from your personal experience, from your common sense. In both the scenarios, scenario 1 or scenario 2, the person who goes daily, correct? The person who is more consistent, right? As simple as that. Same is with coding, same is true with coding. Okay, if you are someone who dedicates some time to coding every day, eventually you will become a way better coder than someone who has just done a crash course for 10 days and never touched coding again. Okay, so are you getting my point, does so? Are you getting my point? It's a very simple thing. Okay, yeah, like you might think, sir, why you are giving so simple answers? Because guys, things are very simple. We unnecessarily make it complicated, and we unnecessarily expect a complicated answer. That's the reality. Okay, you think that I will give you some magical answer, okay, like do this and you will get the best rank in gate, and in placement you will get the best placement. No, it's not like that. Okay, everything takes effort, everything takes consistency. Your gate rank will also come after being consistent in gate preparation. Your placement will also be done when you will be consistent with coding. Like I have done coding for almost 10 to 12 years now. Okay, almost 10 years now. I've been doing coding for almost 10 years now. So now I'm in a situation where I can just go and sit for the placement and I can do the coding test. But earlier, like 5 years back, I was not in that state. I had to study for around 2 weeks before appearing for the interview. Okay, so everything is a compounding game. Okay, so to answer your question, dedicate a lot of time to placement. Dedicate a lot of time to coding in your initial years of college. But when you are in like 6 to 7 months before gate exam or 8 months before gate exam, your focus should be more or almost 80% on gate exam. Remaining 20% should be coding. Okay, remaining 20% you should do competitive coding, because you have created a very good base in your initial years of college. Okay, like this happened with me. Okay, like I'll give you a very, like, let's talk about my own experience rather than giving you random experience. So I still remember when I was in B.Tech 4th year. Okay, okay, I'm giving you my own experience. Okay, I still remember the dates. So when I was in my B.Tech final year, which is 2019. Okay, I still remember the dates. On 30th Jan, okay, there was coding test of Amazon. Okay, coding test of Amazon, and almost 300 people were there who were there sitting for this test. And I remember that on 3rd Feb 2019, okay, I had my gate exam. Okay, which I have been preparing for around 7 months. And then on 5th Feb, it was the Amazon interview. Okay, so interview of those students who cracked the coding test. Okay, like can you believe this? Just within a week, can I say 30th Jan to 5th Feb is like 1 week, around 1 week. Okay, just within 1 week, I had the most important part of my B.Tech. I had the most crucial part of my B.Tech: Amazon coding test, gate exam, Amazon interview. All the three things came in the 1 week itself. Okay, so would I say, "Arey, let me do interview preparation"? Okay, or would I say, "Arey, let me do gate exam"? No, everything I have been doing for 6 7 months. Coding I've been doing for 2 3 years minimum. So now if I don't do it for 1 day, 2 day, it won't matter. Are you getting it? Okay, because I was doing this consistently. Okay, so I went for the coding test. It was a 3-hour coding test and I completed that in 2 hours. I had a deadline. Ki how much I do in 2 hours, I will not do more than that. Whatever I can do in 2 hours, I will do that much, because I need to give priority to gate exam. Gate was my personal preference. Gate was my first priority. Okay, so anyways, I went for the coding test. I wrote it for 2 hours. I came back and I started preparing for gate exam, because my perspective was that even this coding test is a GATE mock test. And do you also agree? If your perspective is right, then you can do way better things. So my perspective was that even this coding test is helping me crack the GATE exam. Agreed? Because GATE exam also has DSA, it also has aptitude, it also has maths, and even this was having maths, aptitude, coding, right? So that's why I appeared for this. And then I cracked GATE exam, and then I slept for the entire day on 4th Feb. Okay, I slept for the entire day. 4th Feb, I was chillax. I was like, okay, my GATE exam has went well. I would definitely secure under 5,000 rank. I was like that. Okay, so I didn't study much for 4th Feb, and then I went for the Amazon interview. And guess what? I was the only student who cracked the interview. Okay, I was the only student who cracked the interview. Okay, it was a 27 lakh per annum job, which was the highest from my B.Tech college. Okay, I would say from the entire Nagpur, it was one of the highest placements. Okay, point being that it's not a matter of, array year, I didn't study it on 4th Feb, how will I crack? No, I studied for 1 to 2 years. I was doing coding, competitive coding for 1 2 years before that. And that helped me on the day of exam. In fact, in Amazon interview, those who know me are already aware, they asked me questions which were actually part of my GATE preparation. Okay, like one very tough linked list based question was asked in my third round. There were 3 rounds. Okay, almost 30 people were selected. Okay, only 10% of the students were selected for the coding round, for the interview, and I was the only one who got selected. Okay, so the point is that my GATE preparation helped me in coding, and my coding preparation helped me in GATE. So it's not this or this, it's both together. This is also helping you for GATE. GATE is also helping you for coding. Both are helping you each other. Both are helping you at their own places. Okay, so that's how you need to think about it. Chalo. Okay, let's have a look at this. So for research, which is research labs, RA, PhD positions, okay, where ISC plays the most important role. Okay, you have ISRO, you have DRDO. GATE score is again mostly a shortlisting filter. As I said, for the research side, GATE is just a shortlisting filter. They are more focused on your interview, on your technical problem solving skills. Okay, so your interviews are heavily technical, sometimes even including written tests. They check problem solving ability, research aptitude, and deep subject knowledge. So there are some aspects which cannot be tested in GATE exam, like your subjective knowledge, your speaking style, your communication skills. So for that, they conduct another interview. Okay, reality is interview has equal or more weightage than the GATE, equal or more weightage than the GATE score. Okay, so there is a RA program at IIT Bombay, IIT Bombay RA. Okay, so RA is a 3-year program. TA is a teaching assistant program which is of 2 years. RA is a research assistance program which is for 3 years. Okay, so all these skills are very important for RA students. Okay, so bottom line is, for M.Tech or PhD, GATE score helps you get shortlisted, but the interview decides your fate. Okay, okay, for PSUs, GATE score contributes the bulk, around 85%. 85% of your selection weightage. Interview is secondary. Okay, so I won't say that interview doesn't matter, or I won't say that GATE score doesn't matter. Both have their own importance. Okay, depending on what your career choice is, you can take the decision. Okay, so before we conclude this session, can I have a quick few points from you? So what are you planning to decide? Like, what are your outcomes of this session? Because if you don't have any outcome, then this session won't be of use to you. So tell us on the comments, share it in the comments before we wrap up. Okay, like, what is the outcome? What are your decision from this? Sir, I am currently in my 3rd year All my friends are preparing for placements, but I am preparing for the GATE exam. I don't have any backup plan. Should I keep one? Surya, if you are in third year, I would say do both. Okay, obviously it depends on how much of your GATE preparation is done. But if you're targeting GATE 2026, then now only focus on the coding part. Now only focus on the GATE part. But obviously, if your company visits for the job, okay, do sit for the interviews, and you can have a backup plan. Okay, you can definitely have a backup plan. It's good. Okay, but if you are not serious about GATE exam, and if you're more inclined towards placement, then you should give most of the time to placement. In any ways, don't skip one of them. Don't just skip placement or don't just skip GATE exam. Do both. Sir, how much time is enough for ECE GATE All India Rank 1? How much time is enough? The more time you can give is enough. As much as time you can give. Okay? Because there is no such rule that if you study for these many hours, you will got All India Rank 1. Okay? All India Rank 1 is a combination of multiple things. And the way you are asking questions 110,000 times, it shows that you don't have patience. Okay? And GATE All India Rank 1 requires patience. So first, I think you should have some patience. Okay? And then maybe you can get All India Rank 1 for sure. Okay? So study as much as time you have. Okay? Because your target is All India Rank 1. So study whenever you get time, and you will definitely have the possibility, or you will be more probable to get All India Rank 1. Okay? Sir, 3 months left for GATE 2026. What are your valuable suggestions? My valuable suggestions are: make short notes. Okay? Complete your syllabus by September end at max. By November mid at max. Okay? Then start for your test series, mock tests. Okay? And do at least 2 times revision. Okay, these would be my suggestions. Don't study anything new in the last month of, which is in the month of January. Don't touch anything new. Whatever new you want to study, study it before January. These would be my final suggestions to you. Okay, I hope these suggestions are valuable suggestions to you. Okay guys, so yeah, that's pretty much about it. Thank you so much. I hope this session added some value to you. Okay, I will be sharing this notes. Okay, you can join my Telegram channel. It is Aditya Jain Sir, PW. Okay, you can search for this on Telegram. Okay, and I will be sharing this PDF over there. You can take this PDF from there. Okay, I hope that it will help you. So thank you so much, friends. I wish you all the very best. I hope that attending this session has added value to you, and I really wish you all the very best for your career and the life ahead. Okay, make sure that you write down in the comment section like what was your most important learning and what actions you will be taking. All the best. Goodbye. Take care. My name is Aditya Jain, and I wish you a great success ahead. Thank you.